Hello, my name is Vanessa Gloria Paat. Now I presented about supply chain management. Supply chain management. Supply chain management is an activity that includes coordination, scheduling, and controlling the procurement, production, supply, and delivery of products or service to customers. This includes daily administration, operation, and logistics. Logistic and information processing ranging from customers to suppliers. Supply chain management is a very important field in the business world because it's directly related to the competitive of the company. In the last 2 decades, more and more companies are realizing the importance of this supply chain management. So many companies have implemented it. The purpose of supply chain management. There are several purposes of using supply chain management, the most basic of which is to be able to align demand with existing supply. In addition, some of the obstacles or problems that will be faced when running a supply chain, such as procurement management, supplier management, managing relationship with customers, identifying problems, and then responding to those problems, and risk management. To be a winner in the supply chain, it's important that the supply chain not only provide cheap products but also provide high quality, diverse and timely products. Supply and demand. A supply chain system is a system that includes coordination with all parties concerned, be it suppliers, intermediaries, service providers, or customers. Basically, supply chain management is a task with integrating supply and demand management in the entire company. These integrate functions have a responsibility to connect the function of the main business and business process within the company to realize a high performance business model. Includes all logistic management, manufacturing activity, which encourage coordination of process and activity across marketing, sales, product design, finance, and information technology. Supply chain management function. SCM has several functions that need to be considered. The function of SCM is to convert raw materials into finished products that can be delivered to the end user. The main purpose of supply chain management is related to various physical costs, including material costs, storage costs, special production costs, transportation costs, and other forms. Supply chain management strategy. The first is to establish a relationship with supplier. It's very important to build a good cooperation relationship with these suppliers to achieve a successful supply chain. A good company will limit the number of suppliers who can only work with superior suppliers. The main strategy is improve customer response to stay competitive and then focus on the supply chain to improve customer service. To be able to improve service to consumer, one of them by making consumer satisfied with punctuality by increasing the frequency of fast product delivery. Supply chain management process. Supply chain management is all process related to the first party that is in the flow of goods. This includes the entire process when each item is in the form of raw materials, then processed into almost finished products, processed finally into the final product that is ready to be used. The flow of product transfer from each party can be seen through the following illustration. Physical current flow. This process includes transformation, movement, storage of goods, raw materials, recycling, waste, and disposal. In short, this type of current is the easiest current to see. Flow of information flow. The information obtained from this current makes it possible for the supply chain to communicate with each other and coordinate to control the goods. Financial. Financial flows include information, credit requirements, payment schedules, grace periods, ownership determination, and delivery status. And the next, Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0. Industry Revolution 4.0, or often called cyber physical system, is a revolution that focuses on automation and collaboration between cyber technology. Revolution 4.0 itself emerged in 21st century with the main characteristic that exists is the incorporation of information and communication technology into the field of industry. The impact of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. The occurrence of this revolution itself makes many industrial sectors get convenience. However, in addition to these positive impacts, there are also negative impacts that occur due to this revolution. Here are some positive and negative impacts of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 according to the Venus University. Positive impact: easy for access information. It can increase national income and increase employment opportunity for experts. Negative impact: more vulnerable to cyber attacks. It costs a lot in the investment of tools and workers, the existence of urbanization, and impacting the environment. Principles of design in the Industrial Revolution 4.0: conformity, transparency of information, technical assistance, independent decision. Example of industrial application 4.0: e-commerce. E-commerce, which is a transformation of the retail industry touched by the influence of technology, which later turned into it. At first, e-commerce was a platform used for buying and selling transactions between users that had absolutely nothing to do with large entrepreneurs. And the next, digitalization of the supply chain. The ability to respond to a disruption in the supply chain has emerged as a key differentiator for firms. The onset on the pandemic has only increased the frequency and the magnitude of this disruption and has highlighted the importance of digitalization of the supply chain in changing the competitive strength of a firm. What is digitalization of the supply chain? Broadly speaking, a digital supply chain makes use of digital technology to plan and execute supply chain transaction, communication, and action. Thank you. See you next video.